KCET 2025 aspirants, I know that all of you would have started filling the KCET application, all of you would have registered. Yes, but this video is something which is very important. Many of you would be belonging to different category. You might would have claimed for different reservations, right? So you need to provide documents for that, okay? And in this video, you are going to get all the list of the documents that you need to provide for your verification so that you do not get disqualified and can claim your reservation with full confidence, okay? So let's get started here, and I'll be telling you why these documents are important. So basically, see, when you are filling the application form, okay, there was a section where you are claiming different reservation like linguistic minority or Kannada medium, okay, different you have given different types of reservation that you deserve, okay? So to prove that reservation, you need to provide the documents, okay? And if you are if you fail to submit these documents, then you will be considered not eligible, okay? So that is why you should be ready with all the necessary documents. So if you have a list, okay, so what you have to do, take a printout or write down and keep a list, and whichever documents are available, put a tick mark. If it is not there, put a circle or something and try to arrange them before the time, okay, in advance. Now the candidate should possess all the necessary original documents with them in support of their claim made in the online application, okay? So, and one more very important thing is, if any candidate fails to produce any of the documents or certificates or mark card, such as candidates will not get the eligibility to exercise the options, okay? So you should be providing all the documents. Now here another important point about the documents. So now see, example I'll give you. Suppose a candidate is belonging to a 3A caste category, okay, but fails to enter the RD number of the caste income certificate of 3A issued by the concerned Tehsildar, then he or she will not be eligible to claim the 3A reservation. So if you have claimed something and if you are not able to provide the document, you will be ineligible. Similarly, if a candidate mentioned as yes for rural reservation in the online application but fails to produce rural study certificate for having study from 1 to 10th in rural areas, then also you will fail. Similarly, there is but the one most important thing here is, even though a candidate is eligible to claim rural reservation but he or she has not claimed in the online application, then he or she shall not be eligible. If there was an option, right, yes or no for any type of reservation. If you were eligible but you registered as no, or you have submitted as no, then you can't claim that reservation, okay? So I told you, that's why very carefully you have to fill the application form. Clear? Next, moving forward here, when the documents will be considered valid, okay? You cannot go and submit whatever documents you have. There is a proper format in which the document should be submitted. So for example, in the document, you should check your candidate name, father name, mother name printed on the certificates, mark cards, etc. It should be correct. Next, the study certificate should contain the details about the study period and years. How many years you have studied in any particular institute. Now, BEO and DDPU counter signature is compulsory. Now, coming to check the date of issue of caste or caste income certificate, check the validity of the caste or caste income certificate. So, when you are applying, the certificate should be valid at that date. Next, check the RD number printed on the caste certificate or caste income certificate or income certificate. Okay, so you have to check the RD number. Now, without RD number, the candidate cannot be eligible to claim reservation. So, you should check your RD number. Next, we have okay, yes, this caste certificate and everything should be in the name of the candidate only. It should belong to, or it should be registered on your name. Next, caste or caste income certificate of Karnataka state only will be applicable. You cannot be taking from any other state. Yes. Next, migrant certificate and OBC certificate issued by the central government is not valid. Very important. Central government is given, but Karnataka state government has not given, then it is not valid. Okay. Then, okay, is not valid for admissions through K. It should be in the form F for 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B reservation, Form E for Category 1 and Form D for SC, ST reservation. Now, Category 1 and SC or ST candidates should also submit income certificate to avail the benefit of fee exemption. So, if you are belonging to Category 1 and SC or ST, then you have to give the income certificate to avail fee exemption, okay? And if you do not fail, then you have to pay the fees, okay? Now we'll come to the list of the documents. Now these are the list of the documents that everyone should have, okay? The first one is your CET 2025 application print, your 10th mark card, then your 7 years of study certificate countersigned by the concerned BEO or DDPI. Okay, it should be signed by these people. Next, study certificate to show that the candidate has studied in Karnataka for a minimum period of 7 years from 1st standard to 12th standard or qualification by head of the institution, including the 10th or 12th year, okay, 10th or 12th. So that in that 7 years of study in Karnataka, it should contain either 10th or 12th, okay. Next, school study certificate should be countersigned by the BEO or DDPI, okay. Next, counter signature is not required for CBSE and CISE study certificate, okay. So if you are not from 2nd PUC or you are not from Karnataka board, for CBSE and this one, that is not required, okay. Next, coming to these all lists are based on the if you have done any particular claim, okay. So if you are claiming for Kannada medium certificate, okay, then what you have to do, candidates who have studied in Kannada medium from 1st to 10th in Karnataka and also outside the state of Karnataka, certificate for having studied 10 full academic years in Kannada medium from 1st to standard issued by the head of the educational institution and countersigned by BEO or DDPI. So you should have that 1st to 10th certificate signed by your head of the institution, BEO or DDPI, okay. Next, rural study certificate. If you are claiming that you are studied in rural areas, so this is all the candidates who claim seat under rural category will have to obtain a rural study certificate for having studied for 10 full academic years in rural areas from 1st to 10th from the respective high school, okay, or the school whichever, issued by the head of the institution and signed by your BEO, okay. Now general merit candidates who claim seat in rural category should also submit non-creamy layer certificate. So if you have like a general merit student and you are claiming this rural study certificate, so you also have to submit your non-creamy layer certificate, okay, then only you will be eligible, issued from the concerned Tehsildar along with the RD number, okay. Next, coming to caste or caste income certificate with RD number. So caste or caste income certificate should be in the name of the candidate, very very important. Now candidates seeking reservation benefit should obtain caste certificate in Form D, okay, in case of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, in Form E in case of category 1, a caste income certificate in Form F for OBC such as 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B, issued by the concerned jurisdictional Tehsildar, okay, in accordance with the government. Now we have these are the different things, that is that the candidates belong to SC, ST category 1 of and OBC should also obtain a separate income certificate to claim tuition fee exemption. So if you want tuition fee exemption, then you also should provide income certificate, okay. Now moving to income certificate, all candidates including the general merit candidates are eligible for supernumerary quota seats if their annual income is less than 8 lakhs, okay. So candidates who claim seat under supernumerary quota will have to obtain an income certificate from the concerned Tehsildar. For engineering seats only this is applicable, okay. Now SC, ST category 1 and general merit candidates should obtain income certificates separately, okay. So you should have a separate income certificate as well, okay. Now caste and income certificate of 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B category candidates will be considered for supernumerary seats, okay. And here something which is very important, income certificate should have the RD number and it should be on the name of the candidate, and EWS, that is economically weaker section certificate, and Vyashay certificate form G will not be considered. Okay, so you need this certificate only. No other certificates will be entertained. Similarly, you can see if you are having from Karnataka Kalyana region, you have to Kalyan Karnataka region, then you have to submit this certificate. Similarly, parents study certificate is mandatory if you are not, like parents hometown certificate, parents domicile certificate, parents employment certificate, parents cumulative record, parents mark card, etc. For the candidates claiming eligibility for government seats based on the domicile, means you are not staying but your parents have stayed in Karnataka, then in that case you have to submit. Next, affidavit of the candidate who claims eligibility under Horanadu and Gadinadu Kannadiga clauses C and D. This is also mandatory. Next, identity card issued by the jurisdictional deputy commissioner or district magistrate or rehabilitation commissioner for the candidates claiming eligibility for government seats under Jammu and Kashmir migrant quota. Okay, so if you are a migrant, then these all documents you have to provide. Next, what I have? Yes, religious minority, if you have, then you have to submit the religious minority certificate. You can see here. Okay, for Christian, Muslim, it is there, you can submit. Linguistic minority, for medical and dental students only should do this. Okay, so it's for Tamil, Telugu, Kodava and Tulu of Karnataka. Then you should have studied in Karnataka for a period of 10 years. Okay, eligibility I have already discussed. So this is about the documents. Then St. John Medical College, this is the document that you have to produce. NRI ward certificate, then you should have family tree, embassy certificate, annexer 6 ward certificate, bank passbook, passport, visa and everything is required. If you are having foreign nationals, then for medical and dental only this is applicable. Passport, citizenship, birth certificate and candidates parents residence certificate is also mandatory. So I have given the list of all this. So based on your criteria you can see. Similarly for OCI and PIO candidates also, you have Aadhaar card of the candidate, passport, citizenship, income tax document, parents residence certificate, study certificate of either of the parent based on clause A or clause B. These clause A and clause B I have explained in detail in my one of the previous videos. Okay. So yes students, these are the list of the documents that you require. So the basic requirements you should keep, and then whichever clause you are claiming or whichever reservation you are claiming, for that particular reservation all the documents should be ready. And it is my sincere advice that please start this work. You have to apply. If you do not have, it will take some time to come. So these all documents will be needed it can be asked at any point of time during form fill up or during application process, during the end of the counseling process. So please make sure that these all documents are ready with you. Okay, that's all students, and I hope that all of your preparation is going on for going good for your final board exams for KCET. And do not forget to subscribe the videos, subscribe the channel, and if you have any doubt you can put in the comment section. Thank you for watching.